Good morning, everybody. It's so lovely to be here with you after another very difficult week, but also a week here in San Francisco with clean air and blue, true dreams of skies, as the poet E.E. Cummings would say. And so we in San Francisco are also particularly grateful right now. I want to welcome you to this service, which is our honoring as Unitarian Universalists, where we draw from the rich traditions that feed our members. I want to thank you for being here for this service, where we begin with the shofar. Bill Klingelhoffer, it's so lovely to have you here. A shofar in this service that in some ways for us will span the celebratory beginning of Rosh Hashanah, where it is said that on this Jewish New Year, it is a central mitzvah that you hear the shofar being blown. And we'll end the service with one long blowing of the shofar. That is how the Yom Kippur services are ended before you break the fast, when God's mercy has been extended, and another year, another chance to write your life and your deeds into the book of life begins. So welcome here to this service when we will look at this old word called atonement, which is so incredibly important for our examination and our lived life as a people of faith, as a nation, right now. I want to thank everybody in particular who is here today. Their names are listed in the order of service, and I want you to take a time to look at them, because each week for the last over 6 months, we have had people here making service possible, the limited 12 people who have not needed to be here, put themselves at greater risk for being here. And so I want to thank all of them for being here today to make this worship service possible. I also want to thank you all. Last week's offering we took for the Armenian church that had their community center, 3 fires set by an arsonist in the community center, and we took an offering and raised over $1,100, which will be sent to them with a note that I put in the mail yesterday. So thank you for that. And I want to give you a preview. This week's offering will be taken for Drum, which is a collective of our people of color in the denomination that offers connection and resources and support and visionary, inspired leadership within our movement. And this weekend is hosting a major conference. And so this offering is going as our sign of gratitude and support for the work of Drum. And if you are a biracial or person of color who identifies that way, please look into joining Drum as a piece of your connection to the fullness of what Unitarian Universalism has to offer. There are details in the order of service, which I invite you all to download as we begin the service. Thank you to Amy Kelly for our gorgeous flowers this morning. And now, let's light this candle that we've lit every week since we first gathered together during this time of separation. We light it for all of you who are not here with us in body, but are here with us in spirit. And read also words by Marcia Falk in a book she wrote of inspired new words for the season of awe which we find ourselves in. She wrote, "May the mind be clear, the spirit awake, as we light the candles and begin." Welcome to worship, everybody. I invite us to sing together our opening hymn for the morning. It's hymn number 217. The words and music are in your order of service. If you haven't already downloaded it for the morning, please do so, and let's sing together. Welcome.
strings and flute, with dancing, singing, and the music we praise you, sing Alleluia.
Now please join me in saying our unison chalice lighting. The words are printed in your order of service. We light this chalice for the light of truth, the warmth of love, and the fire of commitment. We light this symbol of our faith as we gather together. I'm Sam. I'm your worship associate for today. Welcome. If this is your first time tuning in to our services online, we're glad to have you with us. If you would like, you can sign up for our electronic newsletter. There's a link to do that in YouTube as well as in your order of service. Your order of service also has a number of events that are coming up and chances to connect, including our Zoom coffee hour. There are a few that I also want to call out especially. First, the small group ministry deadline is tomorrow. You can see details about that in your order of service. It's a great way to connect with other members of the community, especially now. Also, our senior minister, Vanessa Rush Southern, we are having a vote to call her into formal ministry next week. So please attend that congregational meeting. If you have any questions for Vanessa or want to connect with her to learn more about that, you can sign up for one of the chats with Vanessa. The first one of those is scheduled for 3 p.m. today, and there are 2 other ones this week as well. Please sign up if you're interested. I believe that is all of the announcements that I have for you this morning. Thank you.
And now let's begin our worship together, centering in this time and space by singing, as we do each week, the meditation on breathing. Brielle will lead us through, and then we'll lose ourselves in it as we sing it together.
When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out,